Hi boys and girls, Mrs. Jockel here. I wanted to hop on and do a quick little writing video with you for this week's assignment. This week you are asked to write a letter again, which you should be very familiar with. This time, the letter you write should be a thank you letter to someone who maybe gave you a gift for Easter or a gift another time that you can remember. And so we're going to walk through the steps of writing a letter. I do want you to pay attention because I noticed on some of our letters last week that we were missing some important parts. So let's go through this together and you can think of some ideas of how you will write your own letter. So I put up in the top left-hand corner the 5 parts of a letter. So we start with the heading. This is where we put the date that we are writing the letter, and it goes in the top right-hand corner. So today's date is April 13th, 2020. Okay? Once you have the heading, you can move on to the greeting. The greeting is how you're saying hello to the person that you're writing a letter to. So I'm going to say, Dear Mom, because I'm writing to my mom. Notice that with our greeting, we capitalize the beginning, the D on dear, and then capitalize the person's name, or in this case, mom, because it's taking the place of actually saying my mom's name. And then we need a comma after our greeting. So, Dear Mom, comma. Already we've gotten 2 parts of the letter complete, the heading and the greeting. Now we get to the body of our letter, and this is where the bulk of our writing should be. This is where we are sending the message to the person that we are writing our letter to. So remember, this is a thank you for a special gift that maybe you have received just this past weekend for Easter, or a springtime gift. I know you guys should have all received something in the mail from me. Hopefully it came over the weekend or last Friday, so you could even use that as your idea for writing a thank you letter. So I am going to write my letter to thank my mom for some of really pretty flowers she got me for Easter. So if we're writing a thank you letter, typically we want to start off maybe with saying thank you. Okay, so thank you for the beautiful flowers that you gave me for Easter. Now I need to adjust this since I am typing my letter. I'm going to stretch out where my text can go. However, one important thing we need to remember when we write a letter is that the very first line of our letter, the very first sentence, should be indented. And in fact, I'm going to move a few things around here because I need my greeting to be over towards the edge on the left-hand side. Okay, so we've got our heading. Our date goes in the top right-hand corner. Then our greeting comes down on the next line over to the left. And then our body gets started, and we have to remember to indent the body. So I said, thank you for the beautiful flowers that you gave me for Easter. So I stated like the main idea here, the topic of, what this letter, the purpose of this letter is to thank my mom for the flowers. And in the message, I, need to expand a little bit here, give some details. I need to elaborate, why am I thankful for the flowers? What did I like about them? So you could think about the gift that you received, why was it special to you? Why did you like it? Have you been playing with it or using it? Tell the person so that they can feel your appreciation. Okay, so thank you for the beautiful flowers that you gave me for Easter. They were a perfect reminder that spring is around the corner. I love spring when all the flowers start to bloom and you start to see the birds outside making their nests and the weather starts to warm up. although it was kind of snowing a few days ago. But I like that spring is around the corner. So I said they were a perfect reminder that spring is around the corner. Also, oops, the flowers really helped to brighten my day since I've been sad about school closing for the rest of the year. So guys, you might not be as sad as I am about school closing for the rest of the year, but a lot of fun things were planned for April and especially May, and I just feel like we really didn't get to say goodbye and just kind of wrap things up. So many unfinished activities and parties and fun things, and so I've been kind of bummed about that, hearing the news that we're closed for the rest of the year. So I wanted to let my mom know that the flowers really helped to brighten my day since I've been sad about school closing for the rest of the year. And then let's say the colorful flowers are, I want to talk about how they smell because they smell really good too. The colorful flowers are a wonderful, let's get rid of R and say have a wonderful scent as well. Okay. As you're writing, whether you are writing it with pencil and paper or even typing your letter, it's important to go back and reread what you are writing to make sure it makes sense. Double check for correct punctuation, for capital letters. I saw some little simple mistakes like that in your previous letters that you might have missed. So go back through everything we've learned in grammar about capitalizing proper nouns. So that should be people's names. The month of April should be capitalized. Easter should be capitalized. The beginning of all of our sentences should be capitalized. Making sure we have correct punctuation throughout our letter. And then just every once in a while pausing to just read over it. So I'm going to do just that. So I've got my date, the heading, and then Dear Mom, thank you for the beautiful flowers that you gave me for Easter. They were a perfect reminder that spring is around the corner. Also, the flowers really helped to brighten my day since I've been sad about school closing for the rest of the year. The colorful flowers have a wonderful scent as well. And then I just want to wrap up my letter with maybe a closing sentence. So I could say, I really appreciate your kindness and thoughtfulness this Easter. Okay? So once you have the body of your letter, the next part is our closing. And the closing is where we need to sign off and kind of say goodbye. And we go to the next line, and you want to go over to the right-hand side, and you could say sincerely, your friend, love. You could say thanks again. Since this is to my mom, I'm going to say love. And then we have the last part of our letter, which is our signature, and this is where you would sign your name. So she doesn't call me Mrs. Jockel, so I'm going to sign with my actual name, Mandy. All right, let me just zoom out a little bit so we can see the whole thing. Okay, make sure I have all the parts of my letter. So I've got the heading in the top right corner, April 13th, 2020. I've got my greeting, Dear Mom, comma, the body of my letter. Thank you for the beautiful flowers that you gave me for Easter. They were a perfect reminder that spring is around the corner. Also, the flowers really helped to brighten my day since I've been sad about school closing for the rest of the year. The colorful flowers have a wonderful scent as well. I really appreciate your kindness and thoughtfulness this Easter. Love, Mandy. So then my closing and signature. All right, so that completes my letter. I want you guys to think about someone that you can write a letter to thank them for a gift that you have received. And remember to include in your message why you are thankful, what you liked about that gift, why it's special to you, maybe, if you've used it or played with it. Think of what you could tell that person to really show that you appreciated their gift. Now, if you want to hang on for a few more minutes, I wanted to take this time to continue some cursive writing with you guys. So if you'd like to continue practicing some cursive letters with me, this is just kind of an optional writing just for some extra practice, because I know my class, we didn't get all the way through our cursive letters this year, and we were really going to focus on that towards the end of the year right now. So if you'd like to, go ahead and pause the video, grab yourself a notebook or a piece of paper and a pencil, and then join me back here. And I'm starting with the uppercase J, simply because I believe that's where my class left off. So if you are tuning in from another class and haven't gotten this far, or maybe are already farther ahead, that's okay. Practice doesn't hurt. So grab yourself some paper and pencil, and we'll go ahead and get started here. Okay, so the uppercase J has 3 kind of strokes to it, as you can see in that corner box. It tells us that we're going to do a roll up, a slant tail, and then a roll to join or finish the letter. Now, I'm going to try my best to draw these uppercase letters, cursive letters, because I have to use my finger and my mouse, on my keypad here, and so it's a little trickier than whenever I have a smartboard in front of me. So again, you see we're going to start at the bottom line, and we're going to do a roll up, and we go to the very top line. So I'm going to roll, it's very skinny, up, and then a slant tail. So this is where your paper should be slightly slanted in front of you, and when you slant, you want to keep it straight, and then the tail means we're going down below the bottom line. And then we're going to do the roll, so it's like a little belly to the left. And then this is where we do that ending stroke, or we would join it into another letter. Okay, so I'm going to actually play the video here, so that would help you a little bit more. So in class, we always get our air pencils out, so you can kind of write along and follow along with the video. So here we go. Maybe. All right, so we're going to do our roll up, slant tail, our roll to finish or join. Once more, roll up, slant tail, roll and join. Okay, so practice that a few times. See, which one is your best one. I'm going to go ahead here and try to do another one. So we're going to do a roll up, touch the top, slant tail down past the bottom line, and then a roll, and then an ending stroke to join to the next letter, or just to finish. Not my best uppercase J, boys and girls, but I think I've got lots of practice with this with Jockel. All right, so as you're practicing that, you can even pause this video and, do a whole line of uppercase J's. I'm going to move on to the lowercase j. I'll do some clicking here to get to it. Well, that didn't seem to work. I think a page of my letters somehow got deleted off of here. So bear with me. Pages are moving very slowly. missing. All right, well, I'm just going to go to a blank sheet here, and I can kind of practice through with you. Okay, so a lowercase j, boys and girls, is very similar to the lowercase I that we've already practiced making. We're going to start at the bottom line, and we're going to do a slant to the middle and come straight down. But when we come down, we're going to go make a tail and go below the bottom line. And then just like on the uppercase J, we kind of made that roll and then that ending stroke. And then all we need to remember to do now is come back and dot it. Okay, so that's basically the letter J, lowercase j. So again, we're going to roll, slant, tail, roll and ending stroke, and then come back up and dot it. Okay, once more, we're going to do our slant, slant, tail down below, whoop, come back up and dot it. Not too bad. I can actually do this one pretty smoothly. Oh, that one might be my best one yet. All right. And then if you were going to connect to another letter, let's say we're going to write the word jar. It just goes right into the next letter. Come back up and dot it. You want to go ahead and practice some of the J's. Doesn't hurt to practice. Cursive is important because in life you're going to have to write cursive letters to sign your name. First of all, it's important to know how to read cursive, and it just helps with your coordination, your legibility of being able to write neatly, and those types of things. All right, guys, so next time I'll tune in with some more letters for you in cursive and also review some other components of writing as the assignments continue in the weeks to come. If you have any questions, please reach out and let your teacher know. We are here for you, and hopefully this video helped you get some of your writing done for the week. We'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.